I met Cream Kitten and Nutties. We went to a German place one night. It was so fucking good. It feels like you're a farmer drinking pork knuckles and a huge stein of beer. And then Germans come out and sing. So then... There was a lively table there, and then that was fine, but then Cream Kitten went to look at a thing, so I just figured I'd piss too while we're all unconvened, and we'd reconvene there and then resume our incredible conversations. But then, when I got back, Nutties had been confronted by some fucking steampunk weebs. They were that table that was very vociferous, and there was like 3 dudes, guy wearing like one of those Darude top hats, but he had like, it was like the girl from Four Non-Blondes, how she has that big hat with goggles on it. He had that. They're just like confronted him, and I was like, Nutties, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I just thought, can I just say your name? Or I'll just keep saying Cream Kitten. I just thought while she was gone, I'd also go, and then we'd just reconvene. These weebs walked by, and they were like, "Oi, PAX!" And like raised a drink to him. And he's like, "Yeah, PAX." And then they're like, "Oh, like we fucking got a live one. I guess this is our new friend." So then they all sat with him, and then he's like, "Dude, they just saw me. They swarmed. They're really drunk." And then there was a guy who was really into Cream Kitten. Just like, "Oh, what's you then?" So we were really fucked up, but we're still not that fucked up as much as these people were. So there's like this girl there, and she was focusing on Cream Kitten, like really like, "You're so cute. You're really cute. You should oh god, I'm it's really nice to meet you." And then this other guy was like hitting on her, like, hey, how old are you? What are you doing here? How do you guys know each other? So I was just like, "Oh yeah, this is my fiance. We got engaged at PAX." And they're like, "Oh, are you from here?" It's like, "No, I'm from Canada, but we might get married at this PAX or maybe married at next PAX, but we got engaged here." And instantly the guy just like swiveled. He's like, "Target down. I gotta fucking, my vector is canceled. I wanted to fuck this girl. Since I won't be fucking her, like she's shit." It was instantly like you know how, it's just like the targeting. His targeting computer was knocked offline. Men are so good, because they'll talk to you, and then if you're a girl, and then they'll try to find out if if they can fuck you in your place nearby, or if you have a boyfriend, and they'll try to make it sound like it's a stealth way of just bringing it up, like, "Oh yeah, I've been single." Doesn't matter. You guys know what they do. But I just did that, and he's instantly like, "You guys can't see me swiveling on my chair, but it's just like that." Like, okay, fuck you, bitch. Well, it's just like the conversation was not genuine before. It's just like, I only want to fuck you dirty. Okay, so that disengaged that guy, but it engaged the girl even more, because she was so into Cream Kitten and was like, "You're really cute. You should." I'm also engaged. They're all introducing themselves, and then I think she was like, "Oh, it's nice to meet you, sir." And I was like, "Did you just assume my gender?" And she was like genuinely taken aback, like almost horrified, but kind of just like put on the spot, I guess. I realized the power. That's the power those people feel when they're like, "Did you assume my gender?" and shit like that. Because then people don't want to be mean to you. It's like, "Oh shit, I didn't know." But I was like, "Oh, I'm just fucking with you. It's fine." So she started on. Do we just know her name is Paige? Her name is Paige. Can we call her that? I think she had pulled her chair to look at her. Kind of like pulled Paige to like look directly at her and just like cornered her and was like really kind of lacing into her. I couldn't really hear it because I was like really fucked up and talking to Nutties about a thing and trying to not talk to... Anyway, it doesn't matter. But she was like, "You should have a threesome with us. You should come back to my hotel. You're so cute. You'd go so well with my fiance and I. I'm so lonely. I don't have a lot of friends here. I really love anime. You should really come back to my hotel. It's okay if you have a fiance, because it's a threesome. It's okay." And then just like shit like that, and Paige is like, "No, I'm fine. I'm engaged. I'm going to be married very soon. I'm very happy with the relationship." And then she's like, "Okay, I have to go to the bathroom." And then the girl is also like, "Yeah, well, she told me this. She's like, I'm going to take your fiance to the bathroom. We're going to do that girl thing. We're going to hold hands under the stalls and shit." Oh god, this was after Paige had already gone to the bathroom and came back, and she's like, "I just saw a girl with shit on her hand." She's like, "I was washing my hand, and this girl was washing her hand beside me and said like some kind of little joke or something. Like, oh, it's, I don't know, something about Germany." But then she looked at her hand, and there was like a shit chunk on her hand, and she didn't wash her hand, and it just stayed on her hand. So that's what people are like there. So anyway, they went to the bathroom, but Paige was like, "Help, help, help." And I was like, "Is this like serious help or like kind of joking?" She's like, "Serious help," because she thought the girl was gonna try to touch her and shit in the bathroom, but she was safe. They came back, and the weeb girl was like, "Oh my god, your fiance is so cute. She loves." She loves you so much. She's so happy that you guys are gonna get married. She definitely like propositioned again. Maybe halted her in the bathroom. Was like, "Yo, I'm serious about this fucking me thing." And Paige was like, "No, I'm very happily engaged. I'm very in love with my fiance." So then that's when this indie dev shit comes out, because that dude in the hat was like, "Oh, so I hear you're a big YouTuber," and I was like, "Oh no, it's this guy." And I pointed to Nutties because I thought he was gonna do the dick suck thing about, "Oh my god," but it turned out I passed him the dick move because he had a game he was working on. He was talking to Nutties and he's talking about this game he's been working on for 12 years. He's making it in fucking RPG Maker. He's just building this world and he's redone it a bunch of times. He's been working on it for 12 years and he recompiles the engine and all this shit. And there's so much backstory and lore to it. He can fill up a book like this big or something. But he started saying that to Nutties and Nutties like, "Oh yeah, just let me know later because yeah, I've been drinking right now, so I don't know." So he's like, "Right, mate, what's your name?" And Nutty's like, "Filthy Fetus? Or a Filthy Fetus Face? I don't know." And he started trying to look it up and he's asking me what the proper Steam one was because he didn't know if Filthy's Steam was Filthy Fetus or Filthy Fetus Face. And I was like, "Yeah, it's your Filthy Fetus Face, no underscores." And the guy's like, "Sick, I'll add you right now." So Filthy, if you got a request from some dude wearing a fucking steampunk hat, I'm sure that's his avatar, and that's what that was. So then their friend was the guy who like loads the forklift and shit for PAX, and he's like, "Oh, I gotta be up in about 6 hours, been drinking all night." And we're like, "Oh, well, don't get fucked up." He's like, "Oh yeah, I do the forklift for all of PAX." He fucking tried to add me the other. Well, anyway, his friend gets really drunk and stays awake all night and sleeps for 4 hours and then gets up and drives the forklift to get all the shit into the PAX hall and then does the same thing. The guy looked like 21 years old. So Nutties was talking to that guy about PAX. So the guy's like, "Okay, I'll just tell you about all this anyway." Because he was like, he figured I was the right-hand man to Nutties. So I'd be the ticket and I'd whisper to him later about his RPG Maker game. So he's telling me about the lore. He had terrible breath and he's like, it's like Tolkien, how there's so much story and shit. And there's like 5 layers of story or like 5 backstories or something like that. He tried to give me a Google Doc about his game. And I was like, "Yeah, sure, dude. I'd love to check it out," and forward it to Filthy. And he's like, "Right, sick, then what's your email?" And I was like, JOTADA@gmail.com. And he's like, "All right, sick, I send it right now." And then he said like it didn't go or something. I hope that's Jotada's email. I just assumed it'd be Jotada@gmail so he'd actually get it. But he's like, I don't know, it's not going. And I think I said something about it could be because it's Canada, it's not there yet or something like that. And he's like, "All right." So then we had to leave that area because that area was closed, but we could go near the entrance. There's a bunch of seats and shit. So we just brought our drinks there, and I think they got 2 more because I don't remember those. We had these big steins, but then they just had little glasses, and they were fucking talking about this game and like trying to get Paige to fuck them. And then I'm just trying to finish my drink because it was time to go. I had this huge fucking stein, and then just suddenly there was a smash, and there's water all over my pants and glass well, not water, but fucking beers. And I looked up, and Nutties and this one dude had tried to do this weird high five or something. I looked, and they were frozen there, and their hands were like touching, and they tried to do a high five through these fucking pints. They high-fived and with 2 pints of beer on the contact spot of where their hands would be. That's what it looked like. And so they fucking shot glass and beer all over me. And instantly the guy leaned over and just started sucking the sucking the table because he didn't want to waste the beer. Like, he was sucking broken glass off the table. Nutties, who's a real person and cares about humans being harmed, was like, yo, don't, that's glass. That's fucking glass. And the guy still kept sucking on the table and like sucking broken glass. And that's about it. Then we left. He said he's been working on this game for 12 years. Nutties is a friendly dude. This is what has been my strategy my whole life. I don't appear friendly and I'm not friendly. So if someone saw me and they're like, "Oi, PAX," and even if I was like, "Yeah, oi," my face is a natural scowl, a death scowl. So they'd be like, "Oh yeah, okay." But Nutties is a true friendly. So even if he was trying to do a death scowl, they'd be like, "Oh, this is very welcoming. He's smiling at us."